Welcome back to another video on Feel the Play TV. I know it's been a while, man. Like, we've missed recording, we've missed being in the studio. You know, season's been done for a while. No better time to come back, Sanch, eh? What are you telling me?
Good to be back still.
Yeah, man. No, it feels good still. I can't lie, man. It feels good. Obviously, new season starting, you know, and we're trying to get our predictions in, man. See if we sink or swim. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's get straight into it, man. It's gonna be a big season, you know. I can't lie. Like, I feel like there's so much like untold stories that are about to be, you know, opened for us to read. So yeah, what are you saying? Who you having as
you tell me how it's going, innit?
Nah, you tell me. Don't sit on the fence.
What?
Come
No.
out. Tell me what you're saying for the season. I want to know.
What?
Who's the champion?
Bottom first. The champion.
Oh, no. Let's start at the top.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
So what are you saying? Like, who do you think is going to be the ones that are they going to run away with it? Is it going to be tight?
No, I don't think anyone will run away with it this year still. I think it'll be much tighter in terms of, like, you see how last year 2 ran away with it. I'd say maybe 3 might be involved, 4.
Okay.
Depending on how, like, well a certain team responds to their summer, innit? But I'd say 3, 4 might be involved still.
Fairs. So what are you saying then? Who's first?
I'm gonna go. They're gonna go one step further still. I'm gonna go Arsenal still to win the league.
Are we recording? Just checking. What did you say? You said Arsenal, yeah?
Yeah, I think they're gonna do it still.
Okay, and what's the reason behind that? The Poxy showed that they won the other day.
No, not really. You know I'm not painted by that, bro.
Oh, okay.
I'm not fazed by all of that.
Okay. So why? What's
They've improved on an already very good side.
Where did they improve for you?
In midfield.
Okay. Both positions or?
What do you mean both positions?
Do you think they've improved with Havertz and Rice, or do you think it was just right? Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Elaborate.
Definitely with Rice.
Yeah.
I think Havertz is an interesting one still. He played up top in the at Wembley, but I'm more impressed by obviously Timber and Declan Rice still. I think obviously Declan Rice brings something different to their midfield, a bit more still, a bit more quality. And Timber, everything I expected from him still. I already knew about him quite a bit, but to play it I didn't know he could do that, shift at left back. Yeah. So to come in, do that at left back, can play centre back, can play obviously at right back too. Yeah. That whole back four better keep out in it, because if he continues, one of them are gonna get dropped. You get, but the Havertz one, I'm still waiting to see what the plan is.
I think he's meaty, man.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I think he's
I'm not gonna kill you for that, but if he gets, for example, if Arteta gets him going up top, it could go I think it could go boom in terms of that side of things. But I think all round much better side still, stronger.
I think personally, obviously I'm gonna hear where I predict Arsenal, but I'll be honest with you that I rate Arsenal in it, but I feel like that spending 65 M's on a bozo is something that you shouldn't be doing when you're so close to City. I don't think you can make mistakes in the market, and I think that was a mistake. Like, from when Arteta, prior to his first pre-season game, is putting my man left centre mid, and then he's saying that Odegaard, Havertz and Rice need to play 50 or how many games together before they start clicking, and then he plays him up front. Obviously, I know they have an injury with Jesus, but for me, you've got Nketiah that you gave the number 14 shirt, that you've given all of this, you know what I'm trying to say, trusting and all of that stuff, and then you're playing Havertz up top. I just think he's freestyling, and with a team like City, there's no freestylers. You don't freestyle. So me personally, I definitely don't predict Arsenal to come first. Like, facts. If that happens,
part
you're a
of the prediction was obviously City too. City played a part in it in terms of like
so go on.
Who they've lost and that, and it was evident to see on the weekend still. Just that guy in midfield that they lost. I'm not. It's nothing against Kovacic. I don't think he's the best centre mid in the world. He's all right, but night and day.
Yeah, we know.
And Gundogan, who was such an integral like piece to that puzzle last season, to lose that, and then as it seems, the replacement seems like it is Kovacic, as we saw on the weekend. They might get someone else in. They wanted Declan Rice. They might get someone else in, but as of now, it is Mateo Kovacic. It was clear to see on Sunday. So it's like, yeah, Arsenal have improved, but also that City side who went on and won everything have obviously lost one of the main components of that side.
Bro,
and it's not, the summer's not over. Kyle Walker might go, Bernardo Silva might go. So yeah, it's to be seen, innit? But obviously that's what a prediction's for. And at this moment in time, Arsenal have improved. City have probably not. Probably lost a bit of their quality. So yeah, that's part of the decision still.
For me, I'm putting United as winners. I'm backing my team this season. I don't see why we can't do it. Personally, I feel like we've added key components to make us push on. I feel like last season we dropped. Obviously every team dropped points, but I feel like some of the points that we dropped last season, I think if we add another 6 to 9 points, we're in the race. We finished on 75 points. 5 more points in any season, you're looking at title challenges. I think we've added to our team. I believe in the striker that we've bought. You know what I'm trying to say? So it would be stupid of me to not back my team this season. Do you get what I'm saying? I think, obviously, I don't think it's going to be anything like that where we're running away or all of this stuff. But I think we'll be in the fight, 100%. And I think, hopefully, with the sell process, whatever, we can go again in January. I think, yeah, like, listen, obviously, I think City have weakened, but I don't think they've weakened to the extent that everyone's raving about. I feel like adding Gvardiol to their back line is massive for them. I also think that Foden's going to be playing in central area, so I think Foden's going to flourish this season. So I'm not really looking at City like, oh, City have proper like weakened their squad. Obviously, you're losing your captain, you're losing Gundogan, you're losing a player that's obviously been pivotal to most of your title successes, innit? So in that sense, yeah, I think they're obviously losing a bit, but I think Pep's the genius, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? Last season, as it started, everyone was doubting City. Look what they did. So I feel like, yeah, man, they're not done in the market as well. I know they're going to add a forward player. So, yeah, man, I think City, for me, I think City will finish second. But, yeah, back on United briefly, I think, really and truly, I don't think the expectation should be there on us winning the league. But I can see us doing it this season. Everyone's looking at City and Arsenal, really and truly. Obviously, you hear little whispers, oh, can United do it? But I feel like, yeah, man, the pressure ain't going to be on us like you would think it would be, because everyone's looking at Arsenal like, oh, like you. Like, oh, can they go one step further? People are looking at City like, oh, City, oof, they lost Gundogan, Mahrez, they've dropped off a bit. So I can see people also putting City second. But I don't think anyone's really putting United first. And I think that's going to play into our hands. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, man, that's me still. I think United first. I think City second. Who did you put second?
City.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, like, in that sense, one of our predictions, you get both of our predictions are either going to be a shot or a mad thing. And listen, if I'm wrong, I'll stand here and hold it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But I think we're going to have a very good season, man. I believe in my gaffer. So, yeah, man, that's me. You get what I'm trying to say? What are you saying for third place?
I've got United in third.
Okay.
I think pretty much, like you said, 75 points. Some bad results last season. some gaping areas last season in the team that have been replaced. To be fair, it's been replaced. Goalkeeper's been replaced. A centre mid's been replaced, and a striker's been replaced. So,
and we're not finished.
And in terms of terms of that, so I can't talk down on the transfer window. I can't. But it's like this summer we've gone away from what we've intended to do and go like, oh, let's buy this massive player for like £100 million, and gone for players that we actually like kind of need, innit? Like, so like, oh no, we need a goalkeeper like that. We went and got him for 45 M's. Nice. Mason Mount was obviously one that kind of surprised a few people because you're like, we just didn't think we were gonna go for him, but he is for me an improvement on Ericsson, so that's there. And obviously Højlund is an improvement on any striker would have been an improvement on Weghorst and Martial, innit? So I think him coming in, he looks talented. He looks like the type of striker we need. So again, another improvement. But what I will say is that the three signings, apart from Onana, because I think that is literally boom to boom. The other two, it's like they're improvements, but I don't know if they're for this season anyways, I don't know if they're improvements enough to, like you said, go and take that next step in it. I've always said next summer's the big one for us, in terms of where we go. So that next summer is the one where I think we like what I believe Arsenal are going to do this season in terms of taking that next step. I think our next summer is our one to go, okay, let's go and win the title the following season, innit? So I think we'll get a much more solidified season, a much more consistent season in terms of our performances, in terms of our personnel, in terms of our defeats. So that even when we lose this season, it's not going to be as bad as some of the defeats we had last season in terms of the 6-3, the 7-0, the 3-0s, the 4-0s, etc. So
thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, it's not going to be forgotten, is it? So yeah, I think in terms of that, there'll be improvement in terms of how we play, style of play, improvement. But in terms of that next step, I think, don't get me wrong, like I said, the top three teams, I think will be a much closer. So a conversation will be there to be had. I expect that, but because we've improved. But in terms of like going on and winning it, not just yet for me, innit? So I've put us in the same position as last season.
I'm going for Liverpool in third. I think it was close between them and Arsenal. I feel like Liverpool, obviously we all know that the gaping area in their side was the midfield, and I think they've added McAllister 35 M's, which I think is a coup, one of the coups in the market. Szoboszlai, I like him. I think he's gonna add something different into that midfield. He's got the legs. I think he's got quality. I think he's a young prospect, and I think the only thing that why I didn't really solidify them in third, obviously as I'm putting Arsenal fourth, is because I feel like the unknown entity of how it's gonna work in their midfield is the massive thing. I think it can either click or it can either go to shit. And really and truly, I think it can go well, man. The reason, nah, man, I've just had an epiphany. Nah, man, I'm putting them fourth. I'm putting Arsenal third. As much as their midfield is coming leaps and bounds from what it was, because it was utter dross, I think their defence is the big question mark. I think Matip is getting on, and I think they need to get another defender because Konate is always in the medical room. So yeah,
I think with them, yeah, it's like you said, you don't know still. Like obviously, I think Robertson. Same. I'd say same. I got them in fourth too. I think they improved towards the back in the last season, innit? And they nearly sneaked it, but I think their front three is, in terms of depth and quality, I think is up there with one of the best in the league, innit? You look at Salah, obviously still going strong. Diaz, Gakpo, Nunes, Jota.
Yeah.
There's someone I'm missing. But yeah, that I have no problems with. Going the other way though, Verge, although his quality, is it Verge quality? Is it what we've been used to? Can he go back to them heights? Robertson, who I don't think is as good as he was. And
I can't lie, he's medium.
Yeah.
No.
I agree.
He's an old man now.
Yeah, I agree. Obviously, I rate Konate, but like you said, can we trust him? And obviously, Trent, that's one big question mark. How is he going to use him? He found a way towards the back end of last season. Is that going to continue? But the one big thing for me is them 3 players they lost. You can comment all you want on how medium they are, but losing all of that in a window, and then putting someone like McAllister, who doesn't look like the greatest like presence in the dressing room, Shibozla, who's new to the country, he's young,
and a young midfielder that they're rumoured to be going for.
Exactly. So Curtis Jones has been playing in that position. I have highly rate Curtis Jones in it, but I don't think that literally. So there's a lot of question marks, but again, a lot of these predictions is a lot to do with what other clubs are doing as well. So in comparison to everyone else, I think if they get it just about right, they could find themselves in the title race. If they get it right, if it takes some adjusting to losing them players, having a new midfield, not having the greatest back line, then I'd assume they will finish in the top 4 still. Yeah,
I'm cementing their 4th based on the fact that how many or so weeks season's coming.
Yeah, next week, bro. It's there.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
So it looks like Curtis Jones is going to be playing in the 6, but at Stamford Bridge.
But even
do you get?
So though, it's a massive change from playing Fabinho every kind of game.
Yeah. It's a different kind of midfield, bro.
And even if you think of
them, man are 2 ballers. They're not workhorses.
Yeah. Now McAllister, but not to the point.
Not to them man's point. Not to Hendo's, Milner's, Fabinho's point. Like McAllister's got the reason I love McAllister is because he's got a bit of everything in it, but not to that extent, bro. So it's like from that midfield, not only are you replacing a completely new midfield, it's
system as well.
Yeah, system
as well. But I think, listen, really and truly, like we doubt a lot of things in it, but you still got to rate Klopp as a gaffer. As much as I don't like him like that, I think he's a top gaffer. Do you know what I'm trying to say? For your team, as in if he was gaffer of, and I never want that to be the case because I got Eric. You get me? But let's say he was the gaffer of United, you would more time love Klopp. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So I feel like them Liverpool players are gonna buy into what's going on. I feel like he's that gaffer to kind of rally them up and say, look, we had a poor season last season, but let's go. I feel like this season,
but he kind of rallied them up to.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Towards the back end of
So I think he's the man. He's the man that can do it. And listen, we don't want to always be reliving history and saying, Liverpool are the only team that have chased down City, or Liverpool are the only team that can go on runs. Obviously, it is true, but as we're saying, it could go either way, but it could also go the other way. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And they could potentially even finish 2nd, 3rd, whatever, 1st. But I'll give them 4th. The reason why I'm giving Arsenal 3rd is mainly because of the fact that Havertz signing is just very spooky to me, man. I'll be honest, man.
But don't you think there's that but you don't rate him?
No, I don't rate him. As in, like, do you know what it is? I was saying to the man them yesterday that if he plays up top, I can see things happening. Like, because he's a link-up player, he's kind of soft. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, he's that kind of player that's...
Let me be real with you, yeah. His style of play in terms of his gangly, like, he strolls around the pitch, like... He's a good presser, but it's like I don't know how to explain, but it's just the way he comes across is my worst kind of player.
Like a Martial, Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say.
But don't you think that unknown? Like, obviously, there's quality there. Like we've seen, obviously at Bayer Leverkusen, there was a reason he got copped, and that there's quality to squeeze out of him in it. Don't you think there's the unknown there, where if it goes. It
could rock it.
Part of me's thinking, what's Arteta cooking? Like, if he cooks him in left centre mid and it works, I'm thinking, raw. Or like if he goes up top, like he done on the weekend, which he done all right. Like there was times where he brought the ball down against John Stones. There was the way he was pressing well.
You're sounding like Martial. Like that's what another Martial.
Fairs.
Listen, Arteta.
But Martial's done and gone. Do you get it? Like if Havertz has the opportunity.
But even when people are trying to revitalize Martial, bro, Arteta is cooking bangers and mash. With Havertz in that midfield, it's soft. Is mushy.
But then I don't think he's gonna do that, bro. So
listen, I was saying to Duggs that if he plays him in left centre mid, we're gonna have a meal every single week.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But what about up top though?
That's what I'm saying. I can see things happening up top.
That's better than Jesus or?
Nah, that's my point. So Jesus, even though I think they need a bags man, Jesus is gonna be predominantly starting. Come on, like he's better, outright better. In I think in every facet. Like personally, innit? I think Jesus is a better player. He just ain't a fit. Havertz. The only thing Havertz could have potentially had is finishing, but he's not a fit. Do you get what I'm trying to say? He ain't got conviction when he's finishing. We saw it in the Community Shield that they're raving about. But I'm trying to say, with Arteta, don't get me wrong, because this is gonna come across as, you don't. I like Arteta. Like obviously he's a bit petulant. You know what I mean? All the time on the touchline, but I think he's got good tactics. I think he's a good gaffer for what he's worth. But I think that Havertz signing, when I saw it, I was like, I can't believe he's. No, don't get me wrong. I don't understand it either.
But
that's my point, though. You're saying they're gonna go one better. If they signed a player in midfield that is a guarantee, obviously it's different, innit? It's kind of relatable to us where I can hear you. If we sign Kane, I know you'll be on this couch raving. You get it?
Oh yeah, it's a different story. Yeah.
So that's a guarantee. That's my point. I think they didn't need to buy. They could have went and got a guarantee. You're gonna have to be kind of phasing him into.
Forget the midfield. Isn't Decker's a guarantee
in terms of
with Thomas Partey? Because a lot of the conversation.
Yeah, I'm happy you brought that up. Still.
A lot of the conversation was that Partey is gonna go, and it's gonna be Deckers, Havertz, and Odegaard. Innit? I never thought that would be the case, innit?
Yeah.
Partey's not gone. Doesn't seem like he's going. So now it's Partey, Rice, and Odegaard.
Yeah.
So signing Declan Rice into that midfield and shifting Xhaka, that's not a guarantee to you.
No. I'll tell you why. I rate Deckers so highly, bro. I rate Deckers highly. But I feel like it depends where he plays him, and it depends if he consistently plays him in that position. Does that make sense? So I don't want to see, obviously I do, innit? But for Arsenal fans, I wouldn't want to see Deckers play 3 games in DM, then he's playing in the 8 for 2 games. Then he's playing in the 6, then he's playing in the 8, then he's playing in the 6. I think you spent 105 M's on my man. Like, Deckers wasn't known as a versatility player. Let's not be stupid here. At West Ham, he was always playing deep. Yeah, he had license to get forward with Souček and all that stuff, but he wasn't playing as a forward. Do you get what I'm trying to say, bro? So for me personally, I think if you're gonna play Deckers permanently or for a very long time in a certain position, I think that's a game changer. But what I think Arteta's gonna do is what we've already seen during preseason and things, playing him in the 8, then he's gonna play him DM, then he's gonna play him. I don't think that is necessarily a game changer in my opinion. I think let him get used to the system, let him get used to the position that he's playing. It's not West Ham where you're just camping. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And then as soon as the ball comes, you're trying to transition quick. No, this is move, pass and move, man are inverted, all of this stuff. And it could be argued that maybe you can turn around to me and say, nah, I think Deckers is quality to da-da-da-da. But me personally, as much as Deckers is a quality player...
Because I look at that midfield now and I'm like...
What?
Spot on.
In regards to...
The midfield 3.
So you think Deckers can play as the 8 and he'll contribute to the same point that he'll potentially contribute to the DM role? Is that what you think? Because I'm not convinced. I haven't seen the evidence.
No, I'm assuming that's the 3 now, innit?
What?
Partey. So I'm assuming he will only go and play 6 if he has to.
Yeah, but
so
have you seen him in the 8 enough for you to say that? Or you're just
I
saying
think he has
no,
a
no.
plan for him. Yeah, I think he has a plan for him, and I trust Deckers to get it done still.
Oh, so you trust Deckers and Arteta?
Yeah.
Alright, cool, spot on. Cool.
Next place, please.
What you saying? I never knew you were trusting Arteta like
Bro,
that.
I've rated.
Don't say that, man.
I've rated Arteta's. I've rated Arsenal and Arteta's ting.
Yeah.
From when they finished 5th.
Oh, is it? But you didn't rate it when it was back-to-back 8s.
How can I? Yeah, it started coming to me when they finished 5th.
Okay, so nothing when they were back-to-back 8s.
I was seeing stuff, but when you're finishing 8th and that, I'm not gonna start waving my Arteta flag, am I?
Seems like you just jumped on the bandwagon.
No, I didn't.
Fairs.
Fifth is bandwagon. All right, fair
Possibly.
enough. No, fairs.
Possibly.
Go on 5th, man, please.
Because I don't know, maybe you saw the vision that Champions League places were going to be 5th
No,
in
5th
seasons
man,
to come.
please. 5th man, please.
No problem. And I think the last Champions League place is going to be Chelsea. Ski. Yeah, man, I think the Rent Boys will get it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I think...
Fair enough, bruv.
Yeah, I think a lot of men are putting Chelsea down, but I rate Poch, personally. Like, if it wasn't Arteta... Getting my tongues... You're putting Arteta in my head, mate.
You might be the one gassing his thing up still.
Nah, bro.
Alright, cool. Then get him out your mouth.
I think I'm gassing up Lego, man.
Go on.
Yeah, so I think if we never got Eric,
yeah,
I think Poch, I would have been happy with that personally, innit?
And you're content with the team that they have at the moment.
Who, Spurs?
No, Chelsea.
Oh, Chelsea. Yeah. Obviously, I think they're gonna add Caicedo, and obviously there's rumours coming out today. Tyler Adams. I think that will sort them. Obviously, they're still the reason why they're 5th, and they could have even been lower. But then when we finish from 5th, we're gonna start saying names that's not the traditional. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Traditional Big Six. So it's like it's not massive for Chelsea to finish 5th. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like in my eyes, it's not massive for them. I think if they don't finish 5th, they're a disgrace.
Nah.
Yeah. I think if they don't finish 5th, they're a disgrace. Especially with they don't have no European football. The other battlers to them all have European football, bro. Because we're going to be talking about names like Brighton and Villa and these man. Them man have European football. So if Spurs and obviously
you got to remember where they finished last year. You know?
Yeah. So.
Bro, you can't say
where did we finish?
Not as low as them, bro.
No, but points tally wise.
I don't know.
Exactly.
But I'm not looking at points tally. Where did they finish?
12th.
That's a big jump, bro.
But
that's a big from 12 to Champions League football.
They've got an actual coach now that I respect, and I think can drag them out of that easily. Yeah. As in, this is why we're doing predictions, man. You get what I'm trying to say? This is why we're doing predictions. So, for me personally, I think if Spurs or Chelsea don't finish 5th, disgraceful. Obviously, it was either Chelsea or Newcastle for me, but I think with the Champions League football, that's what's going to hinder Newcastle a bit. Do you know what I mean? I don't think their squad is that thick to be able to focus on both competitions. So, yeah, man, I'm putting Chelsea 5th. Obviously, Newcastle 6th. I rate Newcastle, but I think first time ever in the Champions. First time what? What's the?
No, wow.
In a while, innit? So first time in a while back into the Champions League. I don't think it's gonna be the same as it was last season when there's no pressure on them, no added expectation. Like that's why I feel like they were able to finish in the top 4. But I think this season people are looking at Newcastle like, ooh, money's coming. What are you lot saying? Teams are actually gonna respect them more than they would have last season, especially at the start. So yeah, that's me, innit? That's my top 6. What are you saying for 5th and 6th?
Newcastle in 5th. I think that 5th spot, if we do get it, because apparently it's
What do you mean if we do get it?
No, apparently it depends how well we do in Europe, innit? So yeah. So if talking in terms of if we do get it, I think that will save them still in terms of getting in it again. So I think Newcastle. I like their additions. Whew. Yeah, I like their additions. And there's building much more of a squad now. Like obviously, Trips is a very important player. Tonali, Guimaraes, very important players. But now if them man get injured,
That's my point.
there's someone can come in to cover them, innit?
I don't think so.
I'm talking about their main players, innit? I'm not talking about like Dan Burn. Like there might be a fall off there, but it's like it's Dan Burn. You get? Whereas if it's Trips or Tonali or Guimaraes or Isaac, I think they got covered there, innit? So it's like, okay, cool, yeah. So I'm like
quality cover.
Not as literally.
But is it competent that you need though? When
Not as good, not as good.
Champions League.
Not as good though. But I think for Trippier to fall down injured and then you're able to bring in Livramento.
Who's had a ACL injury?
No, fairs. But I'm going off like just his quality. I'm not assuming he's gonna get injured again or be littered with injuries throughout the season. I'm assuming guy's gonna stay fit, whatever. But if my man falls down injured and he comes in, or Isaac falls down injured and Wilson comes in, or now one of them man are gonna be that in midfield, Longstaff, Joelinton, one of them's gonna fall threat because of Tonali, innit? If them man fall down injured and he comes in, he was there last season, innit? So it's like I think that fifth position will save them, and it's quite simply put, I think they're better than the guys below them. So literally, I don't think they'll go that long away into the Champions League for it to like start messing with their season. But
James is on a Champions League now. Stranger things have happened. Bro, that's what I'm gonna say, boy.
Let's see. A lot of people think it's gonna until Bayern step up and hit them for free. Do you get it? It's like you just gotta wait and see how it goes. I think the opposite. So, yeah.
And who's sixth for you?
Spurs.
Raw.
No, I've said Liverpool, bro.
So you don't think
Spurs
Chelsea are making it?
Well, it was between them or two. It was between them two, innit? But I think Spurs got a better side. I think they've got a very good manager. Much more stable side. Obviously.
You think they got a better manager, yeah?
No, I said...
You said that, though.
No, I didn't. I said they've got a very good manager. I think they've got a better side.
Okay.
Much more stable side in terms of that's been the team for a while now. They've brought in Madders. They've brought in a centre-half. They're bringing in the players the gaffer wants. They're obviously dependent on if Kane stays. If Kane goes... boy... They could finish anywhere, bro. If Kane goes, do you get it? I'm assuming he's staying.
Unless we drop something.
Yeah. I'm assuming he's staying, and if he does stay, I think, bro, it's tough, innit? But you're picking between two positions. It's give or take, bro. It could be Chelsea, it could be Spurs, but I'm gonna go with Spurs just because I think I like that signing. And if them three players start ticking, that front four starts ticking. Do you get it, bro? They've got no Europe as well, like you said. If that front four starts ticking, bro, they will be up there. Simple as that.
No, fact.
Kane, Son, Kulu, Madders, then Benton calls to come back in, whether that be with Højbjerg, Bissouma. He's hands up. Hands up.
Yeah.
They've got a centre back in, which I don't know how good he is, but they've desperately needed a centre half, innit? They've got rid of Lloris.
Chastising.
Bro, they're doing the right things. That's all you want to see. If I was a Spurs gaffer, I'd be a Spurs fan, I'd be very, very content still. So if it goes right, if Angie gets them it could go boom.
Even giving them nicknames, Angie.
Yeah. What you want me to say, Postecoglou and that, bro? It's calm.
You just said it.
Angie.
Okay.
If he gets it right,
yeah.
Hey, bro, they could finish anywhere, bro.
You think, yeah? Yeah.
So 6 for me.
6. Okay. Yeah, me personally, Spurs didn't make the cut. Yeah, man, I think Kane's gonna head off to far better riches. Eric's knocking.
This guy, bro.
Hey, listen. It's the start of the season, fam. No better place to get it going. We need that energy, mate. You get what I'm trying to say? And I feel like we can do it,
I hope
bro.
you're right.
I know you do. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I know. And I know you didn't expect that. But, bro, I think... Listen. Don't worry, man. It's cool. But, yeah.
Last two.
Who did I put? Who did you put 7th?
Obviously 7th is Chelsea.
Yeah. Who's your 8th?
Aston Villa. Again, that could be either or. But they're in Europe, in the Europa League, innit?
No, conference.
Villa.
Yeah, conference.
They're thinking they could win that.
Yeah.
Do you get it? So they are going to take that seriously. They're thinking we could definitely win that. We saw West Ham do it.
Yeah.
There's no reason why we can't with the signings they've made, with the gaffer they've got, the gaffer's history in Europe. Boom, boom, boom. He's ticking all the boxes.
Yeah.
So that concentration to that competition might be the reason why I ain't put them higher. Because their team, with the uncertainty around Chelsea, they're getting Caicedo, the gaffer, new gaffer, last season's finish, Spurs with Kane, they could easily jump them too. So, but going off what I've said, I think they will round it off. I was thinking Brighton, some good signings, but again they've got Europa,
which is harder.
They've got Europa,
yeah.
So that would be harder. Don't think they have the massive squad for it. So I think Villa just picked that still for my top 8.
Yeah, no, I put Brighton still 7th, and then I put Spurs 8th. I rate Postecoglou, but I think Kane's gonna go in it. So this is just me with the notion that Kane's gonna go in it. The striker market is dire. I mean,
good luck to them.
We got the only gem. So it's like, yeah, man, I can't lie. It could be very spooky for them. Kolo Muani's apparently flirting with PSG. Apparently that's
good luck to them, man.
So yeah, man, that's why I think if he goes, I think they could even finish bottom half, mate. With the goals Kane added last season. You're laughing, but
no, that's what I said, bro. I agree.
Not R9.
I agree with you.
Not the Spurs R9. So yeah, man, it's techie times. Techie times for Spurs. But as you said, it could go either way. But as we've been, we should name this video either way, mate. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because from the start, it could go either way. Liverpool,
no, but that's the season though.
Yeah.
That's how the season's looking. Normally, it's a bit more like, City are gonna win it.
Yeah.
Then this is the top 4, and then.
Yeah.
Whereas them man made the jump last season. Brighton, Villa towards the end, they made the jump, bro. And obviously Spurs, Chelsea are in a bit of like limbo. So you're like, do you get it? So it's tougher.
It'll be interesting. I'm putting Brighton 7th. I need me some De Zerbi ball. I need that fix every week. I need that. Get me. Man's letting Jason, 32-year-old, steal. Moving like he's Neuer. I need De Zerbi ball this season. That's why I eat, sleep. You get? I breathe, live. No, De Zerbi, I rate him so high, man. Like so high. Adingra, Enciso, Pedro, Ferguson, Matoma,
Kudus.
Apparently. So yeah, man, Brighton. They should be improving. Obviously, 7th place isn't really obviously because they finished 6th last season. It's not, but that would be an improvement based on, I think this season how certain teams are looking. So yeah, that's where I'm going still. Yeah, man. What are you saying for
bottom 5, mate? Go and talk to me. 16th.
It's a mad one. I can't lie. Oh, what, Lambs thought I was gonna put Palace.
I'm chopping and changing my 16th. You know, I swear, bro. I'm suffering here, fam.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go for Burnley 16th.
Oh shit!
I think Burnley are.
Swear.
Yeah, I think
I'm not sure. I hear it. Fair enough.
Oh, you think
they're calm? I think they're comfortable.
Oh no. I don't know, innit? I think obviously company's talking a good game, innit? Do you know what I mean? Obviously you want to play the fancy football that you're playing in champ, which is fair, which is nice.
Let's see how you do it with the big boys.
Some other teams are fared You know what I mean?
Fairs.
Some serious beatdowns when they've come. Norwich, for example, they were playing serious football. Everyone was talking about Norwich in champ. Do you get it? So I think, of course,
Not comfortable, but you know what I mean, bro.
Yeah.
Not the bottom 5.
Okay. Personally, I think obviously, I'm putting them there, so I think it could be adapting. I think with Burnley, obviously they lost a lot of players that helped them get promoted last season. You already know how that goes when it comes to transitions and it comes to squad building and things like that. That's why you saw Forest all over the place last season, because they were trying to fill them certain positions that they had lost, but that's what helped them get there. So listen, Burnley, they're signing good players on paper. They're linked to Sander Berg today. They've been linked to other players that I'm like, oh, that could do something. But you know how it goes, man. It's Prem, it's the big times, the big boys. You want to chill with the big boys? Listen, you might end up back in champ. So we'll see for that one. Who you going for?
I was chopping and changing between Everton and Crystal Palace still. Not to cause offence, but I've gone. He saved himself. He saved himself today still, because I've gone with Everton still. I've not been.
Also, you're showing pity on Lamza.
No, I just wanted to let it be known to him. I'm sure he doesn't disagree with me.
No,
so.
I think he does.
You get it. So no, but I think Everton. I think Everton. I think Ashley Young. Good luck to him, man. Signing up for that dogfight, but
he loves it.
Yeah, he loves it still. He must do. And Danjuma went back, but
second coming.
I'm like, okay.
Calvert-Lewin in the medical room.
Is that it? Like, is that so? I think they will be. I don't think it will go to the last day like it did, and they had to score a second half winner to stay up in the. Like, do you get it? But I don't think it will go down to that. Yeah. But I think there will be, in that bottom half area in it. So I think they've not done enough in the window. Unless they start making some moves, then there's no reason why I should think they're gonna do a madness this season. Do you get it? So. Yeah, I think they'll be there and thereabouts again still.
Yeah, man. I think Wolves.
What, 17th?
No, actually Forest. I think Forest 17th still. Just scraping it, man. I like Forest.
Yeah, this is the one that this is basically they're staying up on the last day. You're saying, practically.
The City ground, man.
I don't think they'll be in the bottom 5 still. I think obviously they've filled out their squad, didn't it, last summer, whereas now they don't need to make as many signings. They're obviously content with a few. Do you get it? So I don't think it'll be the same. Like, it's not like they have to get used to all these players.
Yeah, I get that, but I just think Prem's getting stronger every season. So when I'm looking at teams, I don't think Palace obviously will be there. And I also don't think Everton will as well. So, in having that notion, it's got to be a team like a Forest. You get what I'm trying to say? And yeah, that's why I think it will be still. Who are you thinking for?
Scraping it? Yeah. I've gone Luton. Still.
I prefer you to make a prediction like that in the top end, fam. Like,
I've gone Luton.
You're just a joke, I'll be honest.
Because I predict Luton are gonna stay up.
Because you're just doing that for.
Oh my days!
You don't believe that.
Oh my days!
You don't believe that. I don't think you believe that.
I do believe that. Well, personally, it's gonna go for me one of two ways. Yeah.
Oh,
no. Listen. It's good, bro. With Luton, the way I see it, yeah.
Sorry, quickly. Did you not actually? No, jokes aside. This is actually no joke. He actually done fencing, like. That's not even a joke. I'm not joking. But go on, as you were saying. Unless you want to deny it.
I think.
Yeah.
It's either gonna go horribly. Like, when I mean horribly wrong, I mean it's gonna like rock bottom, not even close to like a fight, or they're gonna bring something different to the league, and I think. It's going to keep them up. I think the ground. I think everything has a part to play in it. Like the ground, the gaffer, the style of play.
Bro, we're hitting 6 past them. 6.
And what also tends to happen is everyone tends to think, yeah, these men are everyone thinks they're going down. You could ask 20 man are saying they're going down. Bro, football don't work like that, bro. They've got a tight-knit group. They shouldn't have got promoted. They got promoted. Bro, that takes you a long way, bro. And I think that's something Sheffield United ain't got and a couple Premier Leagues don't have. So I wouldn't be surprised. You can say I'm saying that just for the sake of saying it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I think they got a chance still.
What a nice cultured speech.
There we go. We'll see.
Nice.
I've been correct in the past. So
what, Premier League football? Still living off your Enzo shout. Oh, nice. Anyways, where are we? 18th? Yeah, that's gonna be Wolverhampton Wanderers.
I agree.
I think they're gonna wander down to champ.
I agree.
Lopetegui, is he staying? Is he going?
Bro, he's the only reason them man have a chance of staying up.
That's what I'm saying, and I think he's gonna kick rocks. Sayonara. It's too cold.
Carry on ill, innit?
You get it? Because that still baffles me till today, this Gary O'Neill malarkey. Obviously, apparently it's mad. Do you get what I'm saying? The speculations are speculating. But then why would he be in the running for another Premier League job? Potentially.
Why not?
Because there's rumours that it's... You get it? They didn't sack him. You get it? Personal kind of reasons. Allegedly.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? So I don't know, innit? Who's and you know these guys got to sign an NDA and all of that, so we'll never know the truth. But listen, Wolves, sayonara.
And I agree. I think there's money issues there, innit? They have today I found out they lost Neves, Moutinho, Jimenez, Adama, and Nathan Collins. They've lost. And they've bought Matt Doherty on a free. So that's the business they've done this
season.
And
I know Lopetegui
is fuming. No, he is fuming. He's fuming. He's not happy. So yeah.
Cunha.
I think
they spent like 30, 40 M's. I think it might have been 50. Am I bugging?
No, I think it was 40.
40?
Yeah.
40 M's on...
They have their midfield. Well, they got.
That's embarrassing.
Their midfield's non-existent now. They've lost the centre back that they bought last summer to you'd say a rival in Brentford.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's just no replacements. You sell man, you lose man like Neves, your best player on that. Martinho has been bro. You got to replace these man.
100.
Not been replaced. So you're like, okay. I think they're bro. If they don't get their act together, big trouble still. So yeah, they're my first relegation. 19th for me, Bournemouth.
No.
I see when clubs start making decisions like the decisions they made, it can be dangerous still. So I good luck to them. Gaffer might be proper, might get them playing, might keep them up. I like their signings that they've made this summer, so that's another thing.
Who've they signed?
Justin Kluivert, and there was a player from Lyon. Bro, you can tell what my man's trying to do in it, but I just feel like they had something with Gary O'Neill. Whatever happened. They're trying a new direction. It can go left sometimes, so I think good luck.
Well, I hope they bring Alex Scott in. I like him.
Yeah. Link to that. No, don't gonna be like. I'm just going off like I think sometimes when you start doing it, do you get it? So
yeah, I'm just gonna quickly. Sheffield United and Luton. I think Sheffield United... Nah.
Bit like Wolves. How can you get promoted? You lost your best player in Dai and Sander Berg to the guys that they got promoted with. And again, who have they signed? Please.
It's not even... They could have signed... 3 players from United, fam. I still think they're going back like down.
Dino needs to go back there, fam.
Yeah, man. I don't rate Sheffield United still. I just think their team. When you still look at their team, I'm sure I'm gonna. I haven't even locked in, but I know I'm gonna see the flex and the what's his face of this world.
He's got Egan and that.
You get Egan, all of these, man. I don't want to see you in Prem.
Yep.
Brewster. all these guys, bro, you're not gonna cut it. It's as simple as that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So they can continue to ponder and
Good luck
continue
to them.
chill,
Good luck to them.
enjoy the league. Do you get what I'm saying? Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it like us fans, because you'll be gone 100%. Luton, yeah, man, they should have never even made Prem. I'm sorry, Luton fans or whoever's hearing this, but frankly,
That's
I don't give a toss. I'm not trying
Oh
to
my
go to away
days.
days in that shithole. I'm not. I've been there, and it'll be the last time I go. So when I get my Luton tickets, you can have them, since you think they're gonna be finishing 17th, mate. Do you get? They're yours. Look at you. You're uneasy, mate. You sure Luton?
I'm
needs to-
easy.
Yeah?
I'm easy.
But yeah, no, with Luton, yeah, man, I just think they haven't got the quality at all. All of that dog that you'll say that they got in them, and all of the fight, and all of the spirit, and all of the togetherness, it will go in the first week. Personally, I think Prem's a different ball game. When you start coming up against man that are gonna show you that your first touch ain't the same touch as theirs, you start quivering. So let's see, man. Rock bottom, cemented. They might be the worst ever Premier League side in history, in my opinion. They haven't got the quality. Simple. Who did you go for rock bottom?
Sheffield United.
Is it?
Yeah.
Swear down.
Yeah, Bournemouth 19th, innit? And Sheffield United rock bottom.
Fairs. That's another video on Field of Play TV. As you can see, we're so excited for the season to come. Energized, we're ready. You get what I'm trying to say? No offense in anything we said, we're just
Arsenal.
flowing. We're just enjoying ourselves. But yeah, man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, notification bells, make sure it's on. We'll be back. We're going to be flowing with the videos. So all of that, long-waited vids and things like that, it's not happening. But yeah, tune into our next video, coming sooner than you think. And yeah, United to win the league. Peace.